So let's look at what abstract classes can actually do for us in code. So here I have a fan class that extends from device, and it appears to have a name, and then it also seems to bang and crash on the floor with this break device method. And I have this light class, which also extends from device, and it also has a name that gets set in the constructor and a break device method. Notice how this implementation is different. It's got glass everywhere. I guess it's not that bad that it logs to the log. Well, let's take a look at what this is actually inheriting in terms of its functionality. Notice first that we're seeing a new keyword here, abstract. There are two types of classes in Java. There are concrete classes, like fan and light, and then there are abstract classes, like device. What's the difference? The difference is that you cannot actually instantiate an abstract class. That means an abstract class can never become an object. Think of it just like abstract concepts are not the same as concrete concepts. I can talk about the Mona Lisa as a concrete thing. I can go and see it and touch it, but I can't go and see and touch art. It's more of a domain of things that something belongs to. So here I have a method that has a definition, but it's incomplete. We don't actually have the same open and closing brace we have for other methods that are in this class. Abstract classes can have both defined implementations, like these four methods here, or you can define that you want a particular method signature to exist, but that you want someone else to worry about the implementation details. This is amazing because this allows us to define particular types of things without having to worry about how they're actually written at that moment. In this case, I know that my device is going to have a name, it's going to have to be turned on, but there's not going to be one common implementation amongst all the different devices for how they break. If I don't actually implement that method, you'll see that I get an error. Bringing that method signature back, regardless of what I do, as long as I adhere to the return type and parameters and name, we get no errors again. And this power of abstract classes is what allows us to do things like create a media class and then specify things like title and length, regardless of if we're polymorphing into a music class or a movie class. But then just define that, hey, we need a play method for both of those objects, and let somebody else or let ourselves worry about developing the difference between actually blitting pixels to the screen to show a movie or just playing sound of the sound card. So now you have the ability in Java to create a concept without having to worry exactly how it works at that moment.